service. And this morning I'm going to be covering the toll enforcement patrol services and why we're recommending extending our contract with CHP. The purpose for TCA to contract with CHP is for them to provide the following services: to serve as a deterrent, enforce the vehicle code for non-plated vehicles, address egregious violators, and help prevent queue jumping on the 241 North. The geographical responsibilities for coverage of the toll roads is handled by two specific CHP area offices, Santa Ana and San Juan Capistrano, which TCA contracts with. Combined, they issue 5,000 citations and warnings per year. This slide shows some of the technology which TCA currently uses to enforce toll transactions, such as our cameras and our readers. But in some cases, we have vehicles with no plates and no transponders. In those cases, CHP plays an important role in addressing those situations. In fiscal year 2018, 265,000 no-plate transactions were processed, totaling $12 million in lost revenue. Having CHP at mainline toll plazas also plays a positive role in deterring such violators while helping provide additional public safety. In January of 2019, the temporary plates law took effect. So this law meant that all new or used vehicles sold by dealers had to have temporary plates. Those temporary plates expire 90 days from the date of the sale of the vehicle. This is an example of what those temporary plates look like. This graph reflects vehicles with temporary or no license plates. So the first graph, the pie chart, is a breakdown by account type reflecting the number of temporary plates, while the line graph shows a steady decrease in the vehicles with no license plates. Though we're not certain how long this will, or how low this will go on the line graph, we are seeing a decline in vehicles with no plates, meaning we're seeing a reduction in the revenue loss. CHP services are performed, all CHP services are performed by voluntary overtime staffing by CHP, which we monitor and review on a monthly basis with them. This contract is scheduled to expire in June 30th of 2019. The contract amount for fiscal year 20 is $465,000 annually. Though the contract amount is specific, we will continually monitor it closely and adjust if needed. Staff recommendation is seeking board approval to authorize the CEO to execute a 1-year extension with CHP for toll enforcement services for a cost on a not to exceed basis of $167,400 for San Joaquin Hills and $297,600 for Foothill Eastern, and authorize the CEO to make necessary further amendments for an amount not to exceed 5% of the above authorization. I can take any questions.
Thank you very much for your presentation, Director Watson. And now I would turn it to the board. Do we have any discussion or questions? If not, I will, yes, Director Boyd.
This is a state highway. Do we have any option to go out for request for proposal, or to explain to us on that?
So currently, at this point, we've chosen to go with the CHP plan.
Good morning, directors. So as our facilities are part of the state highway system, they
Will you
do fall.
please share who you are?
I'm so sorry, Madam Chair. Samuel Johnson, Chief Operations Officer. So as our roadways are part of the state highway system, the primary responsibility for enforcement falls to the CHP. And if we wanted to pursue having someone else provide our toll violation enforcement services, we would have to get agreement from CHP to do such.
So the officers that we see patrolling the 241 to 73, are those all officers on overtime pay?
Yeah. When you see them and they are providing services on our behalf, the overtime, those are overtime workers. But they also also do their normal patrols for safety enforcement, speeding, and those things. So you'll see them out there in both situations.
So a situation would be, TCA would be like the monitoring the cutover on the 241-91 connector?
That is one of the aspects we use CHP for.
Would that be an overtime pay then for that, for them to be stamped and monitoring that cut in the afternoons?
I think it would still be a combination, Director. So I just want to make sure it's clear that the only time you see CHP out there, that is not only because TCA is contracting them. They are out there under the state's budget and also with TCA's additional services that we're paying for.
Well, thank you, I have nothing further. I'll move the item.
Second. Okay, first, wait, one moment, please. First, we'll move San Joaquin Transportation Corridor Agency, because the pricing. Yeah, that's, okay, right, but let me just explain first. First, the action will be for San Joaquin to take a motion and a vote, and then Foothill, because the pricing are different. So we'll turn to more questions. Director Kaplan.
Yes, I just wanted to clarify. So that means when the CHP is on regular time, that's when they're doing their regular duties. And when they're on overtime, they would separate that, and that's when they would be working for the TCA.
Yeah, so when they're overtime, they are working for us to help with toll violation enforcement, and they're also doing the other safety aspects.
So sometimes you'd see them, and I guess they wouldn't be watching people speeding like my husband.
What's his license plate?
So, okay, that's interesting.
So to be clear, Director, when they are out there, regardless of whether TCA is paying for the cost or the state, they are always focused on safety. So they're always enforcing safety laws.
Good to know, thank you.
Great, so any other questions? Okay, at this time, I'll take a motion for San Joaquin.
So moved.
Second.
So moved by Director Munsing, second by Director Haft, is that correct?
Yes.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Great, no opposition. This time we'll move to Foothill Eastern. Is there a motion for
I'll
Foothill
move
Eastern?
on behalf of Foothill Eastern.
Okay, there's a motion by Director Voigt, second by Director O'Neill. Oh, hi.
We missed you.
It's hard to see you from here, but hello. Okay.